Yeah, good afternoon, students. We're excited to have with us Mr. Srivats Ram, Managing Director of Wheels India. He shared the interesting journey of TVS Group with us. He was talking about the humble beginnings of the TVS bus group, bus service, and how they try to attract customers by putting up meal stalls. And the legacy.
The first service.
The first service, yeah. The first service because the railway was protesting, and then the tradition continues. As he said, even today, TVS Group is known for excellent food in their canteens. Thank you for, being such a wonderful organization, taking care of its employees, much like our own VIT here. So I would like to open the floor for questions. We will take just quickly maybe 3 or 4 questions, and we'll keep it very brief because we are already running late. So we would maybe finish this entire thing in just 10 minutes. 4 good short questions. Let's have someone from among the students. Yeah, you can come to the front, please. And please give them a mic so that, they can come to the front. And if there's anyone else, we'll take 2-3 questions. Yeah, you can face the camera, please. Yeah.
So good afternoon, sir. My name, I'm Balaji K. I'm doing my BBA Honors third year. So my question would be, what is the great advice that you give to the young professionals and young students and budding entrepreneurs to excel in this field, specifically manufacturing industry, sir? What's that one advice that you'd give?
Well, I can give more than one, but basic thing is you have to pay attention to detail, and you have to spend a considerable amount of time on the subject. If you work hard, actually there is no problem in the world which cannot be resolved. The most important thing is persistence, focus, and attention to detail. These 3 things if you focus on it, any problem can actually be resolved.
Especially in this manufacturing industry, sir. Anything related?
Including in manufacturing. For example, earlier in my career, when I was going through a factory with a gentleman from Japan, from Toyota Motor Corporation, he said, all human beings have 2 eyes. It does not mean that all human beings can see. Even if you have eyes, you know how to look, you don't know how to see. So the attention to detail is what you see in front of you can be different from what other people see. In manufacturing, we have a concept called Gemba, which is called look and see, which is going through the factory and looking at improvements. Now you can look at it from 20 feet, 10 feet, 6 feet, or 1 foot. At a 1 foot distance, what you see is different from what you see at 20 feet. So when you look at it in that level of detail, you find more imperfections compared to when you look at it at a distance. So attention to detail at that level. When I go to the factory, for example, even if I just look at a machine casing, the covering sheet which is covering the machine, I say if it is in Japan or it's in Germany, can I make out it's in India? I should not be able to make out that my factory is not in a place like Germany or Japan. So the attention to detail that you spend on that. The wiring which is there in a machine, the hosing, the cables, the control panel, the functionality, the amount of detail that you can get into even in one individual machine, leave alone a line, is significant. So again, for any problem, and this is not just manufacturing, I would say, you need to have focus, you need to have persistence, and you need to have attention to detail. With these 3, you can resolve most problems.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Attention for details. The closer you come, perception matters. Not just looking, but, perceiving. Yeah, second question.
Good afternoon, sir. Before asking my question, I wanted to say your speech was very inspiring and very valuable to me. Then, so you was talking about manufacturing industry. So my question is that since there's a rapid change in the industry where technologically and the industry just evolving, so what are the major challenges which are faced in this industry, and what a company can navigate, what a company can do to navigate and solve these problems?
See, in all businesses, you have challenges, but challenges also offer opportunities. So you're doing business in a certain way. A challenge comes that's a threat to your existing business, but it also offers an opportunity where you can get into a new area and you can grow. This is one way of looking at it. But broadly speaking, in manufacturing, if you look at it today, there are two broad trends which are being pursued by most companies. One is digitization of manufacturing, which is data capture for machine, data analysis for improvement of the line of manufacturing. The second major area is sustainability. So manufacturing companies are increasingly, if you are external oriented, you're supplying into Europe, supplying to North America, you're increasingly looking at sustainability of processes, even changing your processes to make it more sustainable. These are two broad trends that we have. The other thing that's happening is with digitization, the options that you have for automating processes is significant. Not really handling related processes, but decision making. A lot of decision making and empowering can happen. So you may no longer require a manager or a assistant manager. The operator himself has access to data. And this empowering of manufacturing is happening through digitization.
Yeah, sustainable practices basically and digitalization. We'll take the next question, please. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, sir. I'm Shivani from
Your mic, please.
Hello, sir. I am Shivani from BBA, third year. And I would like to ask what leadership principle, in your perspective, have helped you successfully lead Wheels India to achieve both national and global success?
The principle is basically do what you say. I mean, to put it very, very simply, you say something, you honor your word. I think that is a basic principle with which we run the company. We deal with our customers, we deal with our suppliers, our bankers, and our shareholders. I think it's a very important. If you leave alone everything else, if you make commitments, try to keep your commitments. It is personal. Even in the organization, we say that the first thing is name. Name of organization comes from doing what you say, which you can think is literal, but it covers quality, it covers excellence, it covers everything.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else? So, yeah, it's over. Yeah. So I'll just look. Anyone else asking? Right. I'll just conclude. Yeah, I will conclude. I just want to ask you something, because you were talking about this tradition of people from the TVS family starting from the bottom of the ladder. Can you tell us your journey, so sum it up so that it'll be inspiring? Where did you start? What was your first job? And was it very humbling for you, coming from the TVS family and starting and doing things which other scions from business families don't actually do?
So there's the internship period. So internship period for me was actually initially in Sundam Finance, where I had to go to Salem and Namakkal, meet customers, repossess vehicles, both car and truck. Those were challenging, but I think meeting customers and understanding them was truly interesting. When I joined Wheels India, the interesting part of my internship is you had to repair a valve on top of a 2,000-ton press, and around it are a lot of other presses which are hammering down, and you're some 30-40 feet in the air on a platform, and you're trying to remove the grooving.
Job of a mechanic, almost? Or
See, I'm not saying you should do every job that is there in your company, but Unfortunately, in India, there is a caste system when it comes to jobs. We are right now running a program in my company to see who has the cleanest toilet. You may say, what does that have to do with manufacturing? But you're trying to ensure that you can keep and maintain a clean toilet. I actually made them watch a movie which was there on Netflix, which is about a toilet cleaner in Tokyo. About the attention to detail and the pride that is there in a very menial job. Every job that you do, if you do it well, it will bring you satisfaction.
Fantastic. So it is a great journey is had, starting from the bottom of the ladder and to heading the company at the helm. So we wish you still many more milestones in your journey, and as you keep creating jobs for this country, and you'll help us in the nation building. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.